The consequences of Sniperwolf's actions are finally catching up to her, which means that all of her manipulation and all of the lies that she's told both about herself and about other people throughout the years are coming forward. And I think now people are ready to hear the truth. Because unfortunately, Sniperwolf has gotten away with a lot of bad behaviour throughout the years. For example, the ways that she lied about GirlGoneGamer. The ways that she treats and speaks about other women. Ghosting a child fan who had cancer. Faking the entirety of her own channel. And a myriad of other things that people are now starting to look at with a lot more criticism since she doxed Jacksfilms. Now, we went over a lot of Sniperwolf's past controversies in a previous video. There's a link in the description for you to check that out if you'd like to, if you need to catch up on this whole situation, or you'd like a bit of more insight into her past history of controversies, or if you've already seen everything and you just want a bit of a reminder. Again, that's in the description, check it out if you'd like to. But since I made that video, more things have come out. Now, it's not about Jacksfilms as you might expect, because the last update we had on that was that she made a half-assed apology on Twitter because she had gotten temporarily demonetized on YouTube. No, two very different situations have come up. One being about Sniperwolf's involvement with a creator named Azzyland. Someone who throughout the years has been called out for copying Sniperwolf. And the second thing being that GirlGoneGamer has spoken out after years of her channel being inactive. Before I move on though, I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Kenzie. I'm going to be so real with you for a second, like maybe a little bit too real. I have a lot of hair. I have black hair, it's really thick, it grows really fast, so I have to shave it constantly, which just takes so much time. And because it takes so much time, I'm also impatient and end up nicking my legs constantly with the razor. The problem is, I hate shaving so much and I hate how often I have to do it, but I don't want to wax instead because it's just painful and messy. And although I did consider laser hair removal, I decided it wasn't the best option for me personally because it's really pricey and you have to go to the place to do it and have somebody else do it. It's just really uncomfortable. Plus that takes a lot of time as well, so that doesn't really fix my time issue. However, I am happy to announce that I have finally found a solution, which is Kenzie. The Kenzie IPL handset is a device that you can use at home, which uses different wavelengths to target various different skin conditions, like acne, hair removal, age spots, or even skin rejuvenation. It delivers quick and long-term results, which you can start to see in just 2 to 3 weeks, with full results being seen in just 12 weeks. I've only been using the Kenzie handset for a few weeks now, but I am already so pleased with the results that I'm seeing. For reference, you can use this anywhere in your body from your upper lip down. I personally have been using it on my legs and underarms. And already my hair is growing back much slower and much thinner. Plus it's even making my skin a lot softer, which is really impressive considering it's winter right now. And I don't know about yous, but in winter my skin gets so dry, it's awful. So in the box itself you get the IPL handset, which is so sleek, ergonomic and easy to use. And it comes with 10 years worth of flashes. And with that as well you get 1 or 3 attachments depending on your purchase. You also get the quick start guide instruction manual, which I would definitely recommend that you check before using the handset because it has some really important information in there, including a chart which shows you which setting is right for your skin tone. You also get a 3-meter long power cord, which is 9 feet for my Americans, which means that you can be really comfortable when you're using the handset. The device also comes with a 12-month warranty and a 90-day money-back guarantee, so that if the product isn't right for you, you can return it, which is absolutely fantastic. And Kenzie also has some amazing offers like part payments on their website. Like I already said, this device is so quick and easy to turn on and use. It's non-radiating, convenient, safe, and efficient. IPL means intense pulse light and uses broad spectrum to treat a wider area faster. It converts light energy to heat to treat each area, and each attachment head will treat the specific area for their purpose. I love this handset so much. It is so quick and easy to use, and it makes hair removal a much more comfortable experience because I can literally just sit on the couch and use this thing while I watch a YouTube video. And even better still, I do not have to constantly shave anymore. I would absolutely recommend to use all that you give Kenzie a try, and luckily for you, I have a 20% discount to offer you. All you need to do is use my link below or go to kenzie.com, that's KENZZI.com, and use my code VS20 and you'll save 20% on this device. Again, definitely would recommend it. Thank you so much to Kenzie for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get on with the rest of it. Let's start with Azzyland, shall we? Because this is one of the most bizarre situations I have ever heard about on YouTube. Now, to look at Azzyland and Sniperwolf, you can clearly see similarities between them. They've got similar kind of vibes going on, and they look a little bit similar, although you wouldn't mistake them for each other. Well, you wouldn't mistake them for each other if you saw them on the street, but if you saw their thumbnails in your YouTube recommended, you might not know which one was which. And in fact, if you saw one of their videos, you might not know which one was which either. To the point that they are often posting identical videos with identical thumbnails and identical titles. And for years, Sniperwolf, whose name is Leah, has been going after Azzyland for this, calling her a copycat.
Always be yourself, unless you suck. Then pretend to be somebody else. And that's on Azzyland.
And even privately messaging fans to say that Azzyland is copying her. Which, okay, fair enough. If somebody is copying your entire identity, your entire style of video making, and even your thumbnails, you're gonna be a little bit annoyed about it. So it would be fair enough if Sniperwolf was annoyed about this if it wasn't the case that Sniperwolf was the one copying Azzyland. Yeah, you heard me right. Sniperwolf has the gall to actively call out Azzyland for copying her when she is the one copying Azzyland. Now, Nerd City recently posted a video with Azzyland, which has brought this whole situation to light. And in it, she was discussing the impact that this has had. Because for years now, Sniperwolf has been posting the same videos as Azzyland with the same title and thumbnail after Azzyland had done it. And in fact, Sniperwolf had even copied the style of thumbnails after Azzyland had come up with that style with the red box, but still somehow had the audacity to say that Azzyland was the one who was copying her. And there are countless examples of this. So many videos that are just the exact same, and shockingly, Sniperwolf is the one who posted it after Azzyland. But this even goes further than that, and that is what is extremely shocking about this. Not only is Sniperwolf copying her style of video, she's also copying Azzyland's voice.
Hello friends, it's me. Today we're gonna be watching some TikToks that will definitely get you in trouble. Yeah, straight up jail time.
Now, Azzyland is from Toronto, and longtime viewers of this channel will know that I used to work for Canadians and had to deal with people from Toronto a lot of the time, so this is an accent I'm pretty familiar with. In fact, for a brief period of time, I was so used to talking to them and having to adapt my accent so they wouldn't constantly bring up the fact that I sounded Irish, that I sounded a bit like I was from Toronto for a while. That was a few years ago now though, and it went away completely when I stopped working there. So what does this accent sound like? Well, it sounds like Azzyland. So you may be asking then, why does Sniperwolf speak the exact same way? And just to point out, she's not from Toronto. She's not from Canada at all. She also doesn't live in Canada or, like I did, work with Canadians. There is no reason for her to be speaking like this other than her trying to emulate another popular female creator. Bizarre behavior. I can't imagine why somebody would do this intentionally, and part of me wants to say that maybe she's doing it unintentionally. Maybe it's just an accident and it's just happened, but the only way for that to make sense would be if she's watched so much of Azzyland's content that she's accidentally picked up the way that she speaks just from watching so much of her content. So even that doesn't sound better. Because the only options I can see in my head are she went out of her way to copy her style of speaking, or she's watched too much of her content and is constantly watching her content, so her accent is mimicking Azzyland's accent. Neither of those things sound good. And if that wasn't bad enough, it seems like Sniperwolf is even copying her entire life. Or at least her home. Because we have the most insane thing I have seen on YouTube to date. Maybe disregarding Colleen Ballinger's ukulele apology, because that still takes the cake. But Azzyland did a house tour video, and in this she's showing her house. I don't know why I feel like I need to explain that to you. It's in the title. It's a house tour video. In it, she's wearing this red dress, her hair is tied up a certain way, and she's going around showing you different parts of her house. Then a good while later, Sniperwolf also does a house tour, and in it she's wearing the same red dress, her hair is styled the same way, and she has the same stuff in her house, the same things in her house as Azzyland, which she's showing off, and that video came after. And I just can't. Everybody's mentioning this, by the way, when they're talking about this. Everybody is mentioning the house tour video, but everybody seems to just be kind of brushing over it. I can't let this go. What the fuck? Is Sniperwolf actually completely and utterly insane that she has stolen this girl's life and doesn't see a problem with it, and thinks that she can convince everybody that this is her life, that this is her house, her life, her videos, her style of speaking, and thinks nobody will pick up on the fact that her stuff always comes after and her house tour came after? Or has she convinced herself that this is her life and Azzyland is the one copying her? Is she that delusional? Or is this some big elaborate troll? To be honest, I'm genuinely starting to think that she's delusional, and I'll tell you why. Because like we already mentioned, Sniperwolf has gone out of her way to attack Azzyland for being a copycat.
Always be yourself, unless you suck. Then pretend to be somebody else. And that's on Azzyland.
To tell fans that Azzyland is the copycat. She's actively trying to take this girl down and essentially defame her for the thing that she herself is doing. And how can you possibly do that and think that you can get away with this unless you are delusional and think that you can get away with this, or you believe your own lies? The house tour is insane. We need to focus on the house tour. How are you gonna do the same exact video in the same club? You're gonna watch Azzyland's house tour. You're gonna go, yeah, that's how I'm gonna put my house together. Great, gonna put the big mirror here. That's the same as her big mirror. Quick, let me find this dress that she's wearing. Let me order it. Let me put it on. Let me style my hair the same way. Great, it's the same house tour. Now I'm Azzyland. What kind of behavior is that? I'm so... I can't understand how you can do that. Truly, Sniperwolf, please send me an email. Do you believe your own lies? Do you not believe your own lies? Like, please tell me. And the worst part is that after this whole situation came out, the Nerd City video came out with the Azzyland interview, and Sniperwolf is still trying to call Azzyland the copycat, because she tweeted saying, no, she has you all fooled, she's the one copying me, and I have proof, but then doesn't give us any proof. Whereas Azzyland does. And again, we can see the multitudes of videos where she has copied Azzyland's videos. We can see the fact that Azzyland made that style of thumbnail first. We can see that Azzyland's house tour came out first. And then Sniperwolf's house tour came out, which is the exact same. There's no way that Azzyland could have preemptively copied Sniperwolf's house tour. And again, the accent. Because Sniperwolf's not even Canadian. And over the years, people have been believing Sniperwolf's lies. There have been so many TikToks made of people talking about how Azzyland is a faker and Sniperwolf does it better. And to be honest, it's probably just because Sniperwolf is the bigger creator and because she's actively saying that Azzyland is copying her, so people just see that and they take it at face value. Not everybody is gonna put in the research to check these things. And to a degree, you can't really fault them for it, because if you hear your favorite creator or a creator that you like saying something, most of the time you're just gonna go, oh okay, I believe that. Not everybody is gonna go and check these things. So until now, most people completely thought that Azzyland was the faker. Although, of course, some people knew the truth. But now, with the Nerd City video and all of the new criticism that Sniperwolf is receiving, people are starting to be more skeptical and realize that Sniperwolf may not be entirely truthful here. But like I said, Azzyland is not the only one who has spoken out. Because recently, after years of being inactive on her YouTube channel, GirlGoneGamer is back to talk about this. She posted a 4-minute video on her channel, which a lot of people seem to have missed, but in it she talks about the allegations that were made against her. And just to remind you about the beef that Sniperwolf and GirlGoneGamer had, people had apparently been commenting on Sniperwolf's channel asking her to 1v1 GirlGoneGamer, whose name, by the way, is Rhea. When Sniperwolf eventually did message Rhea about this, Rhea blocked her. And in retaliation, Sniperwolf decided to say that GirlGoneGamer faked her gameplays, that she was not the one playing the games in her videos.
I would prefer a reason, but why block? It gives me and a lot of my subscribers the impression that she doesn't actually get her gameplays. And there have been hundreds of comments on my videos about how she's not the one playing, and before you fanboys go crazy and attack me, listen to me. Thousands of her subscribers asked her to do a live commentary. Well, because she's a gamer, isn't she? Hence, GirlGoneGamer. And after 400,000, she hasn't even done a live commentary?
Which a lot of people just took and ran with it. There was videos made about how she's a faker and people really did believe it. It kind of ruined her reputation. But for Sniperwolf, her channel grew immensely. And she learned that she could lie about people and get away with it, and that throwing people under the bus was how she was gonna grow her channel. Now in Rhea's new video, she doesn't really go into too much detail. In fact, she doesn't even name Sniperwolf, but it's pretty obvious what she's talking about. And she says flat out that she didn't fake her gameplays, which I think at this stage we all know. And she herself points out that now she thinks people can recognize the level of manipulation that was going on at the hands of Sniperwolf, and the reasons why Sniperwolf may have wanted to lie about this.
But to be honest, I'm really just here to say I didn't fake my gameplays. And maybe now people can see how manipulative and self-serving those accusations were in the first place.
And just a reminder again that this is all very ironic because it later came out in court documents that Sniperwolf allegedly faked her gameplays, that her husband Sausage, or Evan Young, was the one who was playing the games, and he would write her a script and she would just read it. So she falsely accused Rhea of doing something that she herself was doing, similarly to how she accused Azzyland of copying her when she was the one copying Azzyland. It is just absolutely bizarre behavior. Sniperwolf just tells these lies and seems to think that she can get away with them no matter what, and whether she believes her lies or not is yet to be seen. But what we can say for sure is that people are no longer believing her. And I have a strong feeling that with everything that's being dug up now, we still have more lies to uncover. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know in the comments what you think about everything that we discussed today. And if you don't want to comment about that, then leave me a comment and let me know if you watch gaming videos, because that feels relevant. And I started off as a gaming channel as well, actually. But nobody really watched it, so I don't know if you guys will count that, but I was a gaming channel for longer than I have been doing this. And yeah, I used to obviously watch gaming videos more than I would watch anything else. I was watching Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Game Grumps, all the main players in the game, as well as a lot of smaller indie channels. So gaming videos and Let's Plays, they have a big place in my heart. Can I just please briefly say, please stick with me, please stick with me for a second while I just say very quickly, from now until the 27th of November on my merch store, you can get a 15% discount on all items for Black Friday. This includes the limited edition holiday items. Please check it out. I hope you like it. And if you would like to give me some feedback on the merch, then please do in the comments, or you can DM me on Instagram. I make this stuff for you, so I want to make sure that you guys like it. So please do check it out, link in the description, as well as a 15% discount. You'll also get a gift certificate with purchases made, so do check it out. Thank you. Oh yeah, and that 15% off is applied automatically. You don't need a code or anything. Anyway, please do subscribe. That really helps me out a lot. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Turn on notifications, like, comment, share, do all the things that I'm supposed to ask you to do at the end of the video, including remembering to check out Kenzie at kenzie.com. That link is in my description, and use the code VS20 to get 20% off. Thank you to Kenzie for sponsoring today's video, and thank you so much for watching today's video. I genuinely hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!